All right, how to win. It's a very big and broad topic, obviously, and I wanted to distill years of knowledge into a short video, relatively short compared to how much of a big topic this is. And I'm going to share with you what I really found useful and what I would tell to my younger self when he was just starting this business, Achieve Greatness, and what I hope that he knew. Because once you know what winning is and how to win, once you know the rules of the game, you can win the game. So, number one, it all starts with defining winning, because it depends on each person. And I think this is where most people go wrong, is they borrow other people's goals, when you need to understand that it's absolutely okay to have a different goal than anyone else. Some of you watching want to make 100K a month, and great, you want to scale there. Some of you want to make 500K a month. Some of you want to get there by working 4 hours a day. Some of you want to get there working 12 hours a day, or you don't mind working 12 hours a day. You will do whatever it takes to get there. And both are right. But I think where most people mess up is they think like there's just one way, when in reality there's 1,000 ways to the top of the mountain. So you need to understand that you shouldn't feel bad that you shouldn't try to justify your goals. If you truly care about winning and you truly define what that is for you, don't go and tell other people that their goals are wrong, and don't let other people to tell you that you should not want the things that you want. For as long as you know what you want and you define it for yourself, that's all that matters, right? Because we decide what is worthwhile to spend our time and energy pursuing, and no one should be able to change your mind. If you truly want something, then you decide what you are gonna go after. Now, here's the part that is important though, that every single path that you choose is gonna have trade-offs, right? So you can't choose a path and define the winning, but then not accept the trade-offs, because that's not a mature decision-making process. So let's say if you say, hey, I want to work only 3 hours a day and I want to scale to 100K a month, well, in the short term, you will lose to the person that works 8 hours a day and wants to scale to 100K a month, assuming that they are in identical niches, have identical talent, genes, environment, and they in both cases, the 8 hours are the same productivity level as the 3 hours, assuming these things, right? Then the person that does more will win more. So if you do 3 hours, you can't say, oh, why am I not growing as fast as that person? Because that person is making the trade-off of spending less time on other things and more time on this thing. So they are sacrificing more. They're accepting the trade-offs that come as an expense for their goal. Because if you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. And on the other hand, if you are the person that, let's say, works 12 hours a day, and you say, how do I make 100K a month, and starting next week, I work 1 hour a day, again, you most likely need to make a trade-off, which is in the short term, you most likely will make less money, right? Because it's going to take you time to eliminate things, delegate, hire team members, and doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it, you should, but there will be a trade-off. So no matter what you want, there's going to be things that are bad about it. So I think it's a lot of the times it comes back to which problems, which trade-offs are you willing to tolerate? And I'm always a big fan of choosing the path, the problems of which are more okay with you. So like if I go with this path, this is the downsides of that path, and then if I'm gonna go with this path, then these are the downsides. Now we need to look at it and say which downsides suck less for me and for my personality and for my situation and for the season of my life that I'm in. And when you pick, you go with the one that is gonna suck less, because then you're gonna be able to do it more consistently and therefore win and be more likely to not give up, right? And that is very, very important. And if you have a path and you believe that it has no trade-offs, then most likely you don't know enough about the path. So you need to research what are the trade-offs, and the best way is to go talk to people that already did that thing, and they'll tell you all the bad sides of that strategy, and then you'll see if you actually want to accept the trade-off or no. Number 3, you need to figure out the inputs, learn from the people who are winning. So if you know what you want, if you define a clear goal, and that's what winning means to you, I want to achieve this goal by this time, this way, and I understand all the bad side of it, and I'm okay with that. I understand it's going to take time. I understand what I'm going to sacrifice. I understand, and I'm still ready to go after it. Great. Then you need to understand what do you need to do. And to do this, you need to work with the people that are where you want to be. So these are the people that are already winning, right? And now they will tell you the mistakes that they've made so you can avoid them. They'll give you a more clear roadmap to get where they are, but in less time. So being around people that are already where you want to be is a massive unlock, because it shortcuts the process. And if it was going to take you 5 years to figure out on your own. Maybe it will take you a year to do that with someone that is already where you want to be. So you say 4 years, right? So it's huge, and most people don't do this, but because you are here and you are watching this, you are not most people, and that's why you're already ahead of others more than you think. Now, a lot of these trainings are available for free with all of the templates, AI tools, private feedback for you to be able to implement in your business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So if you're interested, the link will be down below in the description and you can apply to join there.